It's me again, Dama. This is my 7-month update for my hair transplant, and I just will go over a little bit of what I've been doing between month 6 and month 7, and any products, anything new that I'm actually doing. So stay tuned. So yeah, welcome to all my newbies, all my new subscribers. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Dermatologist, and this particular playlist is about my hair transplant. You can go back and check a few of the other videos as far as why I decided to get a hair transplant and how it's been going these last few months. I know it's been a little while since I did an updated video on my hair transplant. So I just wanted to come on, do something real quick, not nothing long, and just talk about how it's been so far. This is my 7th month. I feel like these months are moving by so slow. However, today's just going to be on my 7-month update and any new hair products that I've been using. Now, I wanted to start with moisture. So I've noticed I've always just had really brittle 4C hair. It's just been something of mine, and for whatever reason I could never really get it. Like I just would go to the hair salon, I would get my hair done by professionals, but for me to try to take care of my own hair, it was tragic. So going through this process and going through this hair transplant is really motivating me, and I guess boosting my self-esteem in reference to my own hair and taking care of it myself. So what I have done was pay close attention to what's drying my hair out, pay close attention to what my hair needs, and especially with new follicles now put in the front of my hair, and when I had to nurse my suture spot back together. So it's just been really a journey in reference to just learning it and trying to figure it out. So back to locking in moisture, I would say I had just started this African Royal hot oil treatment. So I've gotten hot oil treatments in the past, but not a whole lot of different times. Like I would say I may have gotten them, I can count on my hands out of my lifetime that I've gotten a hot oil treatment. And each time I did it in a hair salon. So because of the dryness of my 4C hair, I did want to try something that would not damage or harm my transplanted hair. So I did a lot of research, and I did try the hot 6 oil. I do have a wash day video, I'll post that soon, where I used this hot oil treatment, and I basically just had it use a nice small bit of it. You gotta make sure you warm it up and put it in my hair, let it sit for 10 minutes. And when I tell you, I definitely see, I felt my hair softer. It was even more manageable to comb through, and the dryness, even after getting the treatment, I can feel that it actually worked. So I will definitely put the link in the description, and I will also make sure that I will be posting that video soon from my wash day. Now, the other thing that I've been using, of course, I've always advocated for aloe vera plant. I'm all about organic. I'm all about what we can use that's natural and that doesn't have extra stuff added to it. And aloe vera has been, and I feel like for the life of me, has always been and still is my favorite when it comes to your skin care, your hair care, just overall health. So again, nothing special, but get you an aloe vera plant. Use it for different things on your body. Now, you want to make sure that you're not allergic to anything of that nature, but for the most part, I just cut a nice piece of it off. I've done it in one of my past videos. I actually did a hair wash day video where I used the aloe vera plant, and I've done a few organic conditioners that I've put in my hair, that I've added different stuff, but aloe vera was a lot of times one of the biggest ingredients in the conditioner. So if it's something that you guys want to see, let me know, and I'll post a few other different conditioners. But definitely get you an aloe vera plant. Even with or without a hair transplant, you should get this. Just it keeps everything regulated. It moisturizes, it penetrates, and it does allow, you know, your hair to get all the ingredients that it needs. So I definitely would recommend you get an aloe vera plant if you don't already use it. And like I said, I've had spots and stuff, I have stuff on my skin, and I've used aloe vera and it has worked wonders. So that's another thing that I've been using in these couple of months that I've had my hair transplant, and even before my hair transplant, I've been using the aloe vera. If you've watched one of my older videos, I did talk about the Rogaine, and it was an option to use it prior to right after getting my hair transplant. And I just decided, because of my own past experience 10 plus years ago using Rogaine, I tried it when I first started having hair loss, and it did work. I seen the hair growing back. But I mentioned in one of my other videos, I had ran out and I just didn't go get another bottle. And I just started slowly noticing the same hairs fall right back out. So that scared the livings out of me. You know what I mean? I was scared. After that, I was like, oh no, I don't want nothing that I would have to be dependent on all my life. And again, I thought that was the reason for getting a hair transplant, so that I don't have to have a dependent on a specific product for the rest of my life. However, I did talk to my doctor again. And he did recommend, you know, to at least give it the product a try. It'll just help boost those follicles. So I will say I'm going to give it a try. So I did just get the Minoxidil 5% foam. So Rogaine is the name brand of it. This particular name brand is Daylock. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but I got this from Rite Aid. So I figured this is how I go. I feel like when you get things that are a specific generic, it's the same medication in it, but it's a different brand. It may be a little less effective or a little less strong. So I'm gonna start off with this one. So I'll do this. Is this a 1 month supply? I will do this for 1 month, and then depending on how it goes, I'll get the regular Rogaine, and then the second month I'll do that. But I do plan on doing it 2 months top. I don't want to be on it for too long. I did read a lot and research a whole lot about Rogaine, and they basically were saying, you know, they see the best results after 4 months. But I personally didn't want to be on it too long term. But if it was going to be a boost, and so my doctor believes that it's going to be a boost, I'm going to definitely give it a try. So stay tuned for another video in the next few weeks or so, and I'll just be doing videos updating you on how this is going as far as the hair transplant goes. And I also, some of the research I did, I came across some awesome videos and very informational videos from dermatologists or just people that talked about Rogaine and the benefits of Rogaine, and I just had to educate myself as well, so that way I can decide if this is the right choice for me or not. So I will link those couple videos in the description below, just in case you want to take a look at them, if you're something that you're thinking about doing or not. But I just wanted to still provide that information for you just in case. Yeah, so let's take a peek at this hair. So like I had mentioned before, somebody else asked me in one of the comments in one of my videos, asked me, you know, does this irritate my transplanted hair? So basically my answer to that is I do always, especially when I have this on for a long time, if I have to leave out the house or if I go somewhere, if I'm going to bed at night, I definitely always try to have something silk on my scalp. I don't necessarily have this just on my scalp all the time. So that's the answer to that question. So that's the reason why I do Miss My Lord Love Me here. I got a couple of their wigs, but this is the reason why. Not even just this one. I have a couple other ones that I use, and I put them on, and they be directly on my hair. And then I would cover it up with a certain color scarf or whatever the case may be to answer that question. So yeah, back to it. So this is what I'm looking like 7 months into the transplant. So this is my one side. I definitely have more new growth that came in here. Like I said, if you saw my other videos, this is my treble area. And I'm actually starting to get some length to the hair actually too, if you can notice. So my doctor was saying that the Rogaine may just boost these follicles. I mean, they're already growing in my opinion. This is my top area. I didn't have much there at all. I would like to see a little bit more growth in this area right here. And so that's why I'll probably focus on once I add the Rogaine. And then this is the other side. If you remember from before, this whole area right here didn't have anything. So if you look a little closer, I'll move the hairs around so you can see them. And it's growing out because I see the hairs are actually coiling, like my hair coils. So that's that sign. So yeah, it's the one side, the top, and the other side. So again, like I said, I've been doing a hot oil treatment. It's been a little while, but you can see my hair isn't as dry. I mean, when I tell you my hair be so dry, it's not as bad that I've been using the treatment. So I'm actually satisfied with that portion of it. So yeah, that's my update. I don't want to be too long on here with the hair transplant conversation, but if you have any questions, make sure you comment below. Let me know what you think about my my progress so far as it being 7 months. For me, because I've had so much trouble in on my hair, it just feels like a lot. I feel like I've seen a lot of hair growth. But you guys who've been following these videos, you will be able to tell me like what you think. So yeah. One last thing to try to keep in mind when it comes to hair transplants and your hair growth, everybody is different. So the way my hair grows will be different from the next person and the next person, and so on and so forth. So you can't really, I mean, you can compare, but if you're somebody who had a hair transplant or thinking about getting a hair transplant, you see certain people have different results than others, I would say it all has to do with your own hair cycle. Our hair goes through a cycle, and hair is something that you have to have so much patience with. It doesn't work on your time. It does what it wants to do when it wants to do it. So with me, in my situation, my transplanted area, whatever cycle that the back of my hair was on, these hair follicles come from back there. So they're going to be on that same cycle. And if that hair didn't grow that often, or if that hair, whatever cycle it was on, that became the front of my hair cycle. So I'm trying to be patient with that and be patient with myself. Not stress about it, not watch it and pay attention to it too much, and just wait and let it and see what happens. Continue to do my routines that I do, and prayerfully by the summertime it'll be flourished. So that's all that I have for you today. I'll make sure I link all that I mentioned today in the description box below. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe to my channel. Become part of our family. And I'll see you next time. Bye.